Well, have a good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Imagine Cruising World Indoor Bowls Championships for 2023. One more game for you this evening. It's going to be Mervyn King taking on South Africans Thinus Oelofse. So let's have a look at the match officials. Our marker is Bernie Hill, our umpire is Greg Brown, and on the shot clock is going to be Mike Davies. So let's go live now to the polling here at Potters Resorts and join our very own MC. A massive round of applause for Jack Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Jason. Yes, a very good evening from the International Arena here at Potters Resorts. First out this evening, all the way from South Africa, making his second appearance here at the World Singles Championships. He has several national and multinational medals to his name. Please give a big warm welcome to Thinus Oelofse. His opponent for this match is a former Scottish Open and World Match Play title holder, as well as 2 times World Pairs and previous World Singles Champion. Put your hands together for number 8 in the world, Mervyn King. I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name. Never alone is... Gonna hand you up to Kerry-Ann Glenn and Jason Parkinson in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Jack. Once again, a very good evening to you here from the Imagine Cruising 2023 World Indoor Bowls Championships. As Jack's kindly said, joining me in the commentary box this evening is their very own Kerry-Ann Glenn. Good evening.
Evening, Jason. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Great game here on the cards for those of you that are watching for the last few days. Our South African qualifier, Thinus Oelofse.
26.5 metres.
He's been playing in the pairs event with his partner Gillian Young. It's great to have you back, Kerry. Obviously, you're here for the mixed pairs event and obviously the ladies' world match play.
That's right, Jason. Really looking forward to it, actually.
And of course, for those viewers out there, our top class viewers will probably have heard of Kerry before under a slightly different name. You were here, when was it, Kerry? You were here, the ladies' champion?
Yeah, 2008 for the mixed pairs and the ladies' singles, and then 2009 managed to defend the mixed pairs title, but then I kind of retired in 2009, and here I am.
Back again.
Sneaky McSneakerson back in the tournament.
No, it's great to have you back. Obviously got your place here from winning the Scotland qualifier in Glasgow.
That's right, through the PBA qualifiers there, Jason.
Your ball 20 inches short.
And if you have just joined us for the first time, or you're quite new to the sport, we have slightly different rules to most traditional styles of play. We play 2 sets of 9 ends, and then if we can't split them after the 2 sets, we'll play a 3-end tie break. There's no dead ends, it's all re-spotted jacks. You can see the T mark from the full length, as we call it. 29.5 metres is the full length you can play on this portable rink. There are respots in play, you can see just either side of the tee. They're not level with the tee, they are 300 millimetres behind towards the ditch.
Of course, you could score multiple points during the sets, but on tie breaks, you only need to score 1 per end. So it's about winning the end, not necessarily winning multiple shots. So you'll see sometimes a slightly different style of play during the tie-break ends.
If you are following us again on the stream, for those of you on Facebook, if you'd like to ask Kerry and Glenn a question, please pop it down in the comments page, and she'll try to answer it the best she can. Nothing too hard, please.
Oh! Oh, what a great bowl there. Well done, Thinus. I've had a couple of practice sessions here with Thinus the last few days, Jason.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Lovely man, isn't he?
He's wonderful. Really, really great. Interested in listening to what he thinks may be the tactics for this game as well, and seeing if that plays out.
Just see the respots there that we just mentioned, the little dots to the left and the right of the tee. Are you allowed to give away the trade secret? What was the tactics?
I'm going to drop a few in as we go along.
Oh,
let's
you
just
right?
see let's see if this plays out as we suspect it might have. The tactics have slightly changed because you can see here. Oh, what a great ball! Nearly Merv. Mervyn's gone to a slightly wider bias ball for this game. During the pairs game with David Gourlay, I think he was playing with a slightly tighter bias, and I think he's gone back to slightly wider tailor aces here. And so I think Thinus' tactics might change slightly. He did say what he thought may be the permutations depending on what balls Mervyn uses. So be quite interested to see how this goes.
Yep, certainly will be. Obviously this is a purpose-built portable rink. It's sat on top of the International Arena here at Potters Resorts. It's normally a 6-rink international bowling green. We board that over meters. And then we put a wooden framework in place if you wish. That becomes the portable rink. We board the framework and lay the rink. It's stretched, laser levelled, all that kind of snazzy gadgets. But once it's done, it's left, and that's how it will play for the whole event. And like most carpets, you can stretch it the once, and as the play goes on, it slowly just starts to slacken off.
For those viewers at home, you'll probably be thinking, given that it's indoor, given that it's a portable rink, and there's a little bit of engineering involved here, that it's probably created what is as close to perfect conditions for bowling as possible. And whilst the rink plays great on all hands in both directions, there is no such thing as a perfect rink. This rink, just like everywhere else, is susceptible to temperature change, changes the pace of the green, pressure change, so depending on how many people are in here, so it really does change depending on the time of day, and that's why you may see that someone might have a great game in the morning, and you might see the balls a little bit more scattered in the afternoon and so on. So there's no such thing as a perfect rink, and it's really up to each player to adjust as they see their balls coming in.
Yep, hit the nail right on the head there. The rink speed from this morning when we timed it at 10 to 10 was 18.45 seconds. I'll give it another time during this game when we hit the right length to do so.
I give it a time last night, Jason. I was about 17.76.
Okay, the evening game.
Yeah. So it just slows off in the evening as it cools, I think. That wasn't an official timing though, so listen to Tracy, everyone. Don't listen to me.
Let's have a look. Well, Thinus wants to come with it though.
Yeah.
One red.
Yep. Just under, but it's very good.
Yeah, certainly very well played.
2 red.
Early test here for Thinus. All our way here. Needs to settle nicely onto and fall back. Yes.
Yes, well played.
Mervyn has a great shot on here, Jason.
1 green.
Mervyn just trotting down the rink there. Just can see the shot clock obviously ticking away just behind him.
Timeout called. Mervyn has 4 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, it's better to compose yourself. He has a great opportunity here. He doesn't need to be rushing this. Needn't have scampered up the green.
Well, Mervyn.
Touch on this jack would be superb. Oh, what a ball. Well played, Mervyn King.
2 shots. Mervyn King.
Set score 2-1 after 2 ends.
Great final delivery from Mervyn King. Known worldwide for how good his drawing ability is.
Thinus a bit disappointed to have lost 2 there. However, it could have quite easily been 4 had he failed with his last ball. So probably got out of jail a little bit with his last delivery, settling on that back ball. So Thinus is filing the line here quite
Jack
well, but he
24.5
needs to get his weight. So we're a few days deep here into this tournament now, Jason. Is there a favourite game that you've commentated on so far?
There's been a few, to be fair. I think the last game that we saw that I commentated on was 2 o'clock between the pair from Hong Kong and Nick and Greg. I just thought that was an absolute superb display of bowls, and with not just display of bowls, the different styles of play from around the world.
Yeah, I agree. It was phenomenal to watch. In fact, some of the pairs games here this week have been really, really interesting. It's been really nice watching some of the newer combinations come together and do so well. You know, you've Jason Greenslade there and Mike Stepney have done incredibly well to reach the final as a new pairing. So they'll be feeling very proud of themselves, and rightly so. The boys from Wales, I felt, did well. Probably could have gone a little bit deeper even. And as you say, the different styles of play, particularly from the qualifiers, has been brilliant. Mervyn's won the world pairs here, I think 3 times. I think once with Tony Alcock, and then he combined with Kelvin Kirkor. They had a wonderful pairs partnership. And I think they actually did quite a lot for each other's confidence. They're very good friends. I think they won in 2005, and the following year Merv went on and won the singles here in 2006, and Kelvin won the Commonwealth Games gold medal in 2006. And then I think they won again in the pairs maybe 2009 or something like that, or 2007, 2009 I think.
Yep, you've certainly done your homework.
No, I just remember, because I remember having a conversation with Kelvin and him talking about how wonderful Merv was as a lead, and how they were such good friends, and how, you know, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts and all of that. You know, they really added to each other's confidence, I think.
Yep, like you said, Mervyn won this originally with Tony Alcock back in 1997.
All right.
And then changed partners and has won it twice since, like with Kelvin. Oh, Thinus, solid on the jack.
Oh,
Well played.
got the two. Has he moved the red enough there, Jason, do you think?
Well, it's always hard to tell from the angle. I mean, from the picture there, you think, yes.
Thinus Oelofse.
Yeah.
Yep, he did it. Oh, look at him.
There we have that beautiful dog back again from last
Let's
year.
go 2-2 after 3 ends.
Must know we're talking about him. Look at his little eyes.
He's beautiful. I've got two Labradors at home, Jason. One of them's like that.
And of course, that just shows, you know, how bowls is a sport for all abilities, all disabilities, you know, all ages. It's one of the most diverse sports I've ever been involved with, for sure.
Jack length 28 metres.
It'll be interesting to see if that dog could throw a bowl. What do you think, Jason?
Certainly get it nearer than me.
After that conversion shot, he'd want to get a nice tight one in to start the end. It's not bad, but I know he'll want to do better than this. Still, 2-all after end 4.
Get to the jack, just slightly overplayed again. Only 18 inches or so.
Yeah, it'll come back all from there with Mervyn's balls and some. Just a little bit under and over. You can see Mervyn there looking a little frustrated. We've all been there.
Again, just drifting by with that extra pace. This portable rink's very dependent on the pace, isn't it?
It is.
It's very unforgiving sometimes.
And a slightly different line, and you've got a different weight. So you have to be very, very consistent with your line to give yourself a chance. Looking good.
Yep, well played.
One red.
Little shot on here. Be interesting to see if Thinus can execute this. He's probably going to look at a nibble on the forehand. Do you think, Jason?
Yep, I think so. I think you just play down that draw. That the forehand does come slightly more at the end. I mean, it's still got to be good pace, it'll hang away. But I think he'll just concentrate on definitely getting to the bowl or the jack. A tuck on the jack is a bonus, but
Long as he misses the front one. He's just under. Yeah.
He was just trying to peel the bowl away from that. Just
Yeah.
but percentage-wise, it wasn't brilliant. But it was 3 seconds, so I suppose it was worth a go.
Still room here though. Plenty of room really for Merv. Nice wide line again.
Just all about the pace. Is it running?
Yeah, it looks a bit short again. Ooh, will he make it? No, you'll be disappointed with that.
One shot, Mervyn King.
Score 3-2 after 4 ends.
So 3-2, nice and tight. I think it's really important for these overseas players when they're playing the top 16. Just keep it nice and tight. Don't lose any silly big counts.
So here's the theory on the tactics kicking in. Thinus believed that Mervyn would go very, very short. And so it is proved.
Jack down 24.5 metres.
It's just over 24 metres.
And would you say that was because, obviously, in South Africa, not just South Africa, some of the other overseas countries, they only have the outdoor surfaces, which are obviously known to be a lot heavier than what the indoor surfaces are?
Well, the greens in South Africa are actually can be very, very quick. So it isn't that Thinus can't play a short length here. I just think he believed that Mervyn would go short here. So and he's been practicing this very short length these last 2 days, believing that this would happen. So let's see if he's able to do what he's been doing in practice. Got the way. Thinus being from the West Cape, Western Cape, in South Africa. He's got three little ones, 3 daughters, and 2 are in the under 15 squad over there. And he wanted me to say a shout out to them. So hi, you guys. I know you're going to be watching. Your deliveries look great. I've seen pictures. And the youngest one is only 4, Jason. And she said to him, I'm going to be watching you, Daddy. You know, I'm going to be really watching you very carefully. So I think she's got a beady eye on him tonight. So hello, girls. And hello to everyone in South Africa who's out there supporting Thinus tonight.
1 red.
My last bowl through.
Your last ball, 20 inches past.
Well, Tina's just looking just to get one pretty close down to the jack. Sits off the red ball, will be very good as well. Just
all our weight.
yes, just gonna pip him, I think.
One red, close for second.
It's good enough for another one.
2 red and a measure. Last ball is 2 inches past jack high.
In hindsight, the last bowl will actually sit that last bowl of Mervyn King's.
It will. It will.
Just something very similar. I mean, he's got 2
Yeah.
bowls to sit on. Drag of the jack is available, should he get to it.
He's really just got to repeat the last bowl. And he's probably going to put the shot. But
Close.
he's close.
Touch on the kitty.
Doesn't want the gap. Oh, unlucky there. Great effort.
1 shot, Mervyn King.
Set score 4-2 after 5 ends.
So 4-2, still not too drastic there, nice and close. Just a quick shout out for those of you watching in. We've got some friends tuning in who are friends of one of our producers here at Optical Media. Massive good evening to Renee, Simon and also Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. Producers
Jack length 24.5
hide
meters.
away at the back there and they make us look good. If that's possible. Here again.
You can just see on the shorter length here that Mervyn is starting to get a bit more consistent with his weight. It's bringing him sort of more into the match here. Thinus would be disappointed with that. It just goes to show everyone at home, you know, you can go out and you can practice and you can put all 4 all around the jack consistently. You get to the match, the conditions change just slightly and it can just throw you. But I'm sure Thinus is going to come back here and do better. But and also I think the heads are going to get tighter and tighter as this match progresses, as they adjust to the pace. But Mervyn's got control on his short jack.
One red. Last ball, 3 feet.
Well, if we can just get down to the green bowl. Just the pace, just holding him back there. Just 18 inches.
It's I can see some people are picking up on the tingle in the background. I've actually got a cow's bell around my neck, and when I get excited it rings. That's what's going on back here. Not really. It was a key that was coming out of Jason's pocket and it accidentally clunked on one of the trophies. So I'm sorry about the ringing sound, everyone. And it wasn't my cowbell.
Well, Thinus needs to hold up. Can it hold up for a little edge? Might push another one in. No.
Oh.
1 shot, Mervyn King.
Well done, Merv. I mean, he's got hold of
Set
jack,
score,
he's gone
5-2
short.
after 6 ends.
His line is consistent. He's getting there with the weight. He's dragging himself into some consistency in this game, which is good to see. It's horrible to see someone out there getting frustrated with themselves, and I don't think Merv was very happy with his pair's performance, and so it would be really lovely to see him settle in here and do well. Because that's what we all want to see, folks. We want to see all the players really comfortable and performing at their best, so that we get the best outcome on the jack. So I'm sure these players will settle
Jack length 25.5
shortly.
meters.
But ultimately, you've only got to beat what's in front of you. Each of those men have just got to get their bowls closer than the other. It hasn't always got to be perfection.
Quick question here for you, Kerry-Ann, from Gillian Hinsley. Obviously, through qualifying from the Glasgow Indoor Bowling Club event, you then enter the mixed pairs. You got drawn to play with Stuart Anderson, who's obviously from the Glasgow club, so that's pretty cool, I think, in a way.
Yeah.
So Gillian wants to know, are you well, it's a two-part question. Are you excited to be playing with Stuart, and have you had the chance yet to play with him before arriving at Potters?
Great question, Gillian, and hello. Yes, obviously I'm excited to play with Stuart Anderson. Who wouldn't be excited? I haven't played with him before, but I'm sure we're going to have a really good time. And I think that's really important, to go out there and enjoy it. How do I feel? Other than excited, I'm slightly nervous this time. I mean, I've won it twice before, but that was with David Gourlay, who's also from Glasgow. So there's a bit of a pattern here. And I suppose I just want to perform for him. For Stuart, I mean, he's won it before with Julie Forrest. So yeah, I kind of, there's part of it you don't want to let someone down, and then there's the other part where you just want to bring out the best in people. So I'm hoping I can do that for him.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you won't be letting him down at all. Don't worry about that.
I think we've got Nick Brett first up and Nicole Rogers. That's going to be a really interesting game. Nick's had plenty of carpet time because he's done so well in the pairs. And so I know Stuart will be disappointed to have lost that match with Darren. So I'm hoping I can really help him out in this first game and get comfortable as partnership.
Leave it.
They've still got a little bit of chalk on his bowl there. That was confident.
Yeah, the marker Bernie will either remove that or, I mean, this late stage in the match, she'll just keep an eye on that and know it's not a toucher. Look at the spin on that bowl then, dear me.
It's still spinning. It's making its way around the sun. It's gone into orbit. Right.
Set score 7-2 after 7 ends.
So a little bit more space now coming between Mervyn and Thinus. He'll want to try and get back into this game by winning this end and just string a couple of ends together, play himself back into this first set. Not playing particularly bad, but you know, I think Mervyn will just keep grinding away.
Good end there from Mervyn as well. He'll be happy with that.
Jacqueline, 26 metres.
Good start again.
That's the Mervyn we know and love.
Slightly tighter for a tiger bowl. Just the pace might just help.
Yeah, I think it's got to hold up with the pace. He's fine. She's got to sit it tidy.
1 red. Last ball, 3 inches past. Jack high.
Switch over.
That's what he needs, one.
Oh, Merv, just slipping by. I mean, that's kind of almost second prize.
Yeah, he's got to split the two.
Oh, unlucky.
Wow.
Unlucky. That was a great bowl for nothing.
Here it comes.
Oh, well played. Well
Wow,
played, sir.
that is outstanding. Wow.
2 red.
What an end from Mervyn King. I mean, he's put 3 balls within an inch of the jack, and one that splits the back 2 where the danger is. He'd be very happy, especially having switched over as well. He's doing it on both hands.
Yeah, and of course, Thinus needs to win this end to take it to the last end of the first set. He's got to play with weight. Just slightly wide of the target, so it's going to be 2 shots to Mervyn King, and he's going to take this first set 9 shots
2 sets.
to 2.
2 shots in the first set. Mervyn King.
Well, once again, massive thank you for you to join us this time at the World Indoor Bowls Championships. If you have just joined us for the first time, this is day 5. We've got a brand new sponsor on board, so let's have a look at why Imagine Cruising is more than just a cruise. Well, what a fantastic choice of tailor-made holidays there. Obviously, Imagine Cruising is an exclusive and luxury global tour operator. They have offices not only just here in the UK, but also Australia, New Zealand, and out in beautiful South Africa. They specialise in once-in-a-lifetime holidays and cruises all across the globe, individually created by destination experts, which means they have people based in the destinations that you want to travel to, so they're the best to advise you on what your particular interests and hobbies are. If you feel that you like what you see, then you can go to their website, which is imaginecruising.co.uk. I am available if anyone wants to take them with me.
Let's do it, Jason. Let's just go. Let's sail away.
Don't mind carrying the bags for them if they want to take me. Anywhere. Mervyn's really stepped his game up in this singles. He said he slightly struggled in the singles. He's, like you said earlier on in the show, he swapped to a slightly stronger bias bowl.
Yep.
And I think he's just giving him that little bit of extra confidence that he can fling them out and they will come back with good pace.
Yeah. I think there's a number of inside lines here on the green if you're playing with a tighter bowl, but there's nothing truer than the wider bowl on this surface.
Your last bowl?
Just sending it out and letting it come in.
2 inches past.
It's here again.
Here it comes.
3 red.
Well, so got to decide now. You either go early and just try and open something up, or you can play that down the backhand there, just start on a nice draw, trying to get down to the ball slightly behind the jack.
Timeout called.
That draw is definitely still on there on that backhand. You know, it really would come around that front bowl and sit in there, but it's all about confidence. It's all really about confidence. It tells us a lot about where he's at, what he picks. There's going.
One of the balls has just completely shot off the ring, through the hole at the back there, and halfway down the...
Strike the other one in orbit.
Straight down the international ring. Yeah. Thinus has only got one ball on the green here. I mean, Mervyn will be happy with the 3 and just go for the best bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that covers both of the respot positions.
Most likely to kill to the left as you look at the head. He's drawing now. Yeah, this is tough because you're going from the drive back to the draw, but you know what? He's having a go, everyone. Let's look. Oh, here it goes. Yep.
Oh,
what a shot. Yeah.
big ball from Thinus.
One shot. Thinus Oelofse.
That's going to do wonders for his confidence. You really needed that, I think. When your draw wasn't on and your drive wasn't working, and then you can pull something like that out. It kind of neutralises all the nerves. And here he goes. Matt is up. He's bringing the mat up the green, so he's deploying some tactics here himself.
Well, how far's the jack going, though?
Jack length 25.5 metres.
No, he's fine. So the jack's on the tee, but it's still only 25.5 metres. So that gives you an indication, folks, of how far that mat is up. It's definitely changing it up. I guess it makes sense. The last time Mervyn played this way, as I said, he put 3 balls an inch away. So he wants to change the lines here on Mervyn if he can, a little bit. Great start.
10-inch gap.
Well, just overcorrected with the second bowl. Well, Merv, down that similar track, decent pace as well.
Yeah.
Well played. Another good bowl from Mervyn. Now, can he nestle into the pack, or is he just slightly overplayed? Just overplayed.
Definitely 2. I'd say it was just 2, Mervyn.
Shows you how odd the angles are, doesn't it? That looks an easy 3 from here, but Bernie thinks it's just the 2. We'll just try and draw for another one. Bit of a let off.
2 shots, Mervyn King.
Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit for Thinus here because I know how well he can bowl. Like, he is a very, very good bowler. He's played many, many games at elite level for South Africa, and I know you'll be disappointed with what he's done so far there, but I'm hoping he takes this opportunity to just reset, because it would be good for the sake of the game and for his confidence if he can.
Is he going to reach this jack just?
Yeah, very short.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
Again, those strong bowls of Mervyn coming back very well with that exact pace.
That's a better start. Well, Thinus was absolutely right, Jason, in knowing that Mervyn would go very short with him in this match.
Yep.
He just hasn't managed to stay with him thus far.
And Thinus obviously is playing with a strong bias bowl himself as well, you know, playing with a Henselite Tiger model, which is a decent bias bowl.
Yeah. They look slightly inside Mervyn's aces though, and out there right now, and I think possibly Mervyn's making the most of these wider bowls. Thinus is still definitely going to be able to come back from a wide line though. Just maybe hasn't been using it as much as he needs to out there. There you go. You see that's coming right back to centre line.
Goes for shot.
You've had a chance to play out there yet, Jason, this year? You had a little roll?
No, I've not had a chuck on there yet.
Oh.
No, it's, I mean, the early part of the championships is so busy for practice time.
I've managed to get out there, but you're ended up playing with 2 or 3 people at a time. So I need some alone time out there. So I'm going to go on between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning tonight, because it's the only time I can actually get alone time out there. So I'm going to have 8 bowls and a little disco, and that'll be me. Enjoy me if you want to.
No, thank you. No, I don't get much sleep as it is. 2 o'clock.
Well, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Just slightly overplayed. Looking to get down to the bowl, push it away underneath for the jack would have been pretty decent as well.
Not bad. It's all our way here.
Do we just get the inside edge of the bowl? Doesn't want the outside of it.
No.
Might have just scuffled that a little bit nearer. It does tend to slip across the top of the surface when you hit a bowl. I mean, to the eye, it doesn't look like it's moved, but it would have just shifted a little bit on the top of the carpet.
Enough for a measure.
Measure for shot.
People thinking about the jack not being centred. The camera isn't bang on the centre line. The jack is centred every single time. You can see it from where we are. The camera's just slightly off centre, and you can see that as the jack comes down the green. You can see the spots go off slightly to the top of the spade. So I'm not quite sure why people are so focused on something like that, but hey ho. Certainly not poor refereeing, as someone calls it.
Yeah. No calipers getting through on that green. And Jack there. There you go.
One shot. Thinus Oelofse.
Set score 2-2 after 3 ends.
Matt right back this time.
You've got an offer here for a practice partner from Andrew from Bowls, Jamaica.
Oh, brilliant. Andrew, great.
Yep.
Can you make it by 2 o'clock this morning?
Be careful what you wish for.
I know.
He'll be here.
Jack down 27.5 metres.
Well, Thinus, good first opening bowl here needed now. Just get Mervyn under a bit of pressure. A lot easier said than done.
This looks better.
Yep, it's a good opening bowl.
This just needs to send that ball out. It really will come back. He's gonna look back at this game and think, why did I just not let send that ball right out there? Because he's getting good weight. Oh.
Top side of it, yeah, well played.
Good. Aye, this is good. Just all on weight now. Oh, it's just running.
Here again.
Yes.
2 red.
Well, can he just get down to this jack? Oh, well played. Little touch. Yes, well played.
1 green.
Got in there. Plenty of options here for Mervyn, Jason.
Yep, just arriving to the pack, isn't it? Like I say, there's a few different options. It's the percentage bowl, as we call it.
Oh, fantastic. Still room, but that was a great bowl.
Just like in that yard.
Some people at home might be watching some of these matches and wondering why some of the shots get played that they do, because the percentage shots on this portable rink are slightly different to what you might be accustomed to in your own clubs. A lot of the players see this more as a more of a draw drive sort of carpet. The swingier sort of 4 feet of weight shots are very challenging. They tend to just swing under the head or hold off on a line. A firm runner is doable. David Gawley's got a lovely forehand runner, for example. But things that you would normally play in your own clubs may not be possible on this rink. And so it just changes the game a little bit in terms of how they're calculating their percentages.
And obviously, part of your job is the psychology as well. That's what you do for trade.
Yeah, I'm a performance consultant, so I do a bit of performance analysis, biomechanics, sports psychology, just a little bit of everything, really. Yeah, so Psychology's part of it, yeah.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
I wish I could apply it to myself, though. You know.
I'm going to stay quiet now for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Sat here at the side of me, analysing me. She'll give me a full breakdown and then section me by 9 o'clock.
Do you know what, Jason? I think you're beyond help. So I'm just going to just accept you just as you are, with blue candy floss and everything that you've got here.
Oh, you're giving away my trade secrets there. It's only £1.50 a tub.
£1.50 a ton. That's expensive sugar.
Well, Thinus just needs to put the anchor out.
16 inches.
That's actually a great start. I mean, he's nearly on the line there, and it's only 16 inches. So anything inside that with your second is going to start building a nice head for himself. See what move can do that.
Can he get just down underneath to the jack? He's not far away. He's played this.
Great ball.
One down.
Mervyn will try and use his own there, I think, just to draw this off. It's a good little guide.
It's a similar shot, isn't it, for
Yeah.
Merv? Turn his own or get just underneath for the bowl of the jack. It's just going to be top side, I think.
It's just that little bit of weight he was carrying, just held him off
Okay.
there.
Not far away again, is it? Top side will get the shot. Or wrecked.
Merv might just dead draw this off, or he might actually just keep the weight, because he can use the inside edge of any of those balls and set that ball away nicely. So he might just keep his weight here and dabble down that backhand, or he might just dead draw it. Both are good options. Can't afford to be wide if you're dabbling though. Ooh!
Bit of a dabbler.
Yeah, he's had a dabble, but he's actually created an opportunity here now because, you know, it's the same shot now really for Thinus. If he can execute this well, there's a 3. And that's him ahead in the set. So, great opportunity here for the South African.
Line's not too bad. It's all about the pace. If his exact pace, he'll get underneath. If not, he'll just stick wide.
Oh,
One shot. Thinus Oelofse.
one's good though.
Set score 3-3 after 5 ends.
So, all square here in the second set. Thinus Oelofse from South Africa obviously needs to win this second set to force a tiebreak.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Want to put some pressure on with his first ball here. Mervyn's been playing superbly this way. It's a good start.
Oh, Mervyn's not too shabby either. Just 3 or 4 inches off the jack. In the area, just needs to run a little bit further. Oh, great effort.
That's actually a pretty good bowl there, Jason.
Yep. Certainly is. Best back. I mean, Thinus is just going to play something very similar to his last delivery. Is he underneath though? Yes, he is. I mean, you only just have to miss that line and it can make you look silly sometimes.
Yeah, it can. Pretty good example there from Merv as to why don't go too close to the jack with the second when the head's set up like this. Don't give your opponent an opportunity to use something, you know, make it hard. So Merv is playing very, very well in this direction right now. Gonna want to add another one now though. Is he going to do it?
Just needs to run.
Well, that might cause mischief. Certainly going to make him play the other hand if he ever wants to play with weight. Sticking to the draw here. Oh, great weight for it.
Your last ball, 3.5 feet.
Not too bad here. Can he get down to the jack?
Oh, this is excellent. He drops. Great line, Mervyn. I mean, look at that. 4 balls. Very, very good.
Two shots, Mervyn King.
If Thinus wants to take this set, I just feel like he needs to
five,
earn an
3
end
6
in this direction where Mervyn's just won the points there. It's very tight scoring going the other way, but coming in this direction where we were now, that's where he needs to get a score. Just to change the momentum in this game a little bit.
Still just playing over that minimum mark, isn't he? What, nearly 25, 24 and a half?
24 and a half he's been
Jack
playing.
24.5 metres.
Yeah, there you go. But and he's enjoying it too, isn't he, Jason? He really is.
Yeah, it's all about enjoying yourself when you come to Potters. It's great to see some of the comments on the YouTube there from Penelope saying that she's been to Potters today and had a fabulous time. That's all we can try and offer you. I'm glad you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Whether it's the world-class bowls or the
Gap on the last ball, 3.5 feet.
5-star hospitality that Potters Resorts has to give.
It really is fantastic here at Potters. I'm sure people looking at home will see the seats in the crowd. There are some gaps. Don't let that deceive you. We've got many, many lounges all around this arena with lots of screens, and there's lots of people making use of the all-inclusive and sitting out there and watching the bowls and coming in and going out. So there's a real kind of vibe around the place, actually. It is really buzzing. So if you want to come here for the day, just please do come and watch the bowls. We'd love to see you here, and there's lots to do. And as you can see, there's a few seats in here as well if you want to come in and actually look at it live.
2 green.
Shot of the two of them, please. Back bowl, front bowl.
Both of them, 3.5 inch, 4 inch. The back one.
He always stays so calm, Mervyn. He very rarely gets rattled. You know, he's a cool, calm customer. I mean, Thinus has got a great 2 bowls here, but he'll still just draw down to this jack.
That's a phenomenal ball. And I think that's why we saw Mervyn a little frustrated earlier in the match, is because he's got these standards. He knows what he can do. He knows what excellence looks like. But he is very calm. And he's won the singles here before, of course. Well, Thinus, you're having a go here trying to sit this bowl away. How are you looking?
Very close.
Very close. Oh. Very good. I mean, if he'd sat the bowl clean, it probably would have been an even better result. Now he's brought it out into the open, but you know what? It's a conversion shot. He's holding 2. Merv's still got to play this.
Yep, it's a good 2 as well.
That's the best opener that Thinus has had, and he skips a guy outdoors, he says. I'm saying hello to you. It's his lead, and he calls his lead the skip. So I don't know what that means, but hello out there, the skip, who's watching. I'm sure you're watching. He said you would be.
Well, Merv.
Well, Merv. Close. Really close. Oh, what a ball. Drew it on the backhand, drew it on the forehand. No trouble at all. Great shot on here for Thinus, though.
Yes, I'm just looking if he can just... I mean, he needs to push the bowl out. There's quite a few short bowls there. As long as he plays down that funnel, he can run off a lot of those bowls.
He'll be looking off the inside of his own bowls to get the bowl away nice and clean, or if you can get at the bowl clean. He doesn't want the jack, so why not just play it for a nibble off your own, right, Jason?
Yep, definitely.
Oh, he
Not
looks
far
like
off.
he's wide. He
No,
doesn't
he's
want to
not.
go. Oh, he's close.
He's not.
Doesn't want the jack. Oh, he's got it. Oh, what a ball.
Fabulous bowl.
2
Yeah,
shots.
wonderful.
Thinus, Oelofse.
I really thought that ball was going to hold off
Did
there.
you really?
I
Yeah.
did, but you knew, Jason.
Set
You
score
knew.
5-5 after 7 ends.
But that kind of pace, it bends a lot right at the end.
Yeah. You need to come out and show me what to do tonight, Jason. You do.
I'm in bed for 10.
It's too much candy floss. You're having a sugar high and low. Right. Now this is the direction that Thinus wants to get something on. Let's see what you can do,
Jack down
Thinus.
24 metres.
First ball needs to be good.
I mean, in this second set, they've each player's winning to the other person's jack. No one's won to their own jack yet. So if you look at the statistics in this direction, Mervyn should win the end. Thinus will be looking at just trying to break my scorecard pattern up and just try and get that little bit of air between them going into the last end of this second set. Mervyn's playing a very good bowl again. Oh, look at this. Oh, well played. Just over the top.
1 green.
I love where we're sat here looking into the audience. You can see the couples or the groups are discussing what shot they'd play, and really, really enjoy it. It's great to see them getting involved. Oh, Thinus again wants to get the split, really. Wants to run a bit quicker. Yes, well played. Mervyn will play down into this. He'll choose the pace that he wants to play. Keep it nice and simple. I mean, Mervyn is known for his draw, so if he comes and plays a front toucher here, it wouldn't surprise me. I just think the percentage is more just arriving at this.
Yeah, there he goes.
In the area, can break off his own ball if needed, but he's got the jack.
Excellent shot, really.
It's finished in a good place as well. I mean, the speed he hit that carry on, it's. I mean, the jack's only travelled probably 6 feet.
Yeah, I mean, he scuffed on the ball on the way through, but it was certainly a runner.
Needs to throw the anchor out now. Hard to tell. I'm just leaning out the side window here, and it's very difficult to tell. Mervyn's just asked Bernie.
Slightly favour green, not much in it though, Mervyn.
Bernie slightly favours green.
Mervyn has 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, can't be too bad. It's all dependent on weight. Is he going to get back? Here it comes now. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, well played. The ball. 1 and a measure, do you think?
Yeah.
1 red and a measure.
So just while they measure this, remember tomorrow we go back to the 5 games in one day. So it's a 9:30 start in the morning. Sorry about not allowing you to have 2 lie-ins. Tomorrow we're going to kick off with Michael Stepney against Sam Tolchard at 9:30. Immediately following that game, around about 11:15, will be David Gourlay, MBE, taking on the Canadian Cody Olthoff. In the afternoon session, for your enjoyment, 2 o'clock, straight after lunch, Nick Brett faces, well, the Terminator, as I've called him. I'll be back. Jonathan Ross returns to the portable rink here at the World Bowls Tour. Immediately followed by Stuart Anderson against David Bolt. And in the evening, well, it's the local derby. Wayne Wilgress will be facing one of the sponsors' choice, and that's little Catherine Reddle. I keep calling her little. I shouldn't call her little Catherine Reddle, but I will. Titch, as I call it. So there's some absolute fantastic World Open singles ties for you tomorrow.
Jack lands 24.5 metres.
I think Sam against Michael Stepney might be quite an interesting one, actually. I think Sam's recently won the World Champions outdoors, I think it was.
He was out in New Zealand,
Yeah.
You're right, yes.
And of course, Michael Stepney's now in the final of the World Pairs with Jason Greenslade, and he's had a wonderful tournament so far. So that might be quite interesting, that match.
Thinus obviously needs to score a 3 here to drag it to a tie-break, having lost the first set 9 shots to 2.
1 red.
Well, that's what you can do, Kerry-Ann, isn't it, when you need a 3? Put them in the area, just try and kind of like create a shot with your last bowl.
Yeah. I mean, Thinus did so well last end, and it took Mervyn to have that wonderful conversion shot to take those two shots.
2 red.
You just feel if Thinus had held that end, then he'd be in the driver's seat. There's still an opportunity here for him, though.
Needs to hold.
Big bowl.
Just needs to hold. Yeah, it's a good bowl that from Mervyn. He's just looking at various different places that Thinus could make a 3. I don't think there's much on for Thinus. He's going to have to basically hit this target. I'm just wondering if he can drive the jack into the ditch, but also connect with that back red bowl.
Yeah, it's on. As is a runner here. Yeah, this is what I thought he may try and do.
Slightly wide, I think.
Yeah, it's too wide for it.
Yeah. Just slightly wide, but it was a good effort from Thinus, but Mervyn King was definitely the man on form this evening, and he takes this game 2-0. Thank you for joining me this evening, Kerry-Ann.
Pleasure.
And really good luck in your games for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
Okay, everybody, so let's have a look at what we have coming up for you tomorrow. Don't forget, it's an earlier start. 9:30 a.m. sees Michael Stepney face Sam Tolchard. Immediately at that game is David Gourlay, MBE, facing the Canadian Cody Althoff. The first game for you tomorrow afternoon is Nick Brett against Jonathan Ross. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today here at Potters Resorts and day 5 of the Imagine Cruising World Indoor Bowls Championships. So until tomorrow morning, it's a very good night. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.